Dogs possess an array of extraordinary senses that allow them to perceive the world in ways that humans cannot. From detecting paranormal activities to sensing diseases, our canine companions have abilities that often surpass our own. Let's explore the top 20 things your dog can see and feel, but you can't. Number 1. Paranormal activities. Many pet owners have reported their dogs acting strangely in the presence of alleged paranormal activities. Dogs may bark, howl, or appear agitated when they sense something that humans cannot perceive. Some believe that dogs can see ghosts or spirits, while others attribute this behavior to their heightened senses. Dogs have a much wider range of hearing and can detect sounds at frequencies that humans cannot, which may contribute to their ability to pick up on unusual occurrences. Additionally, their keen sense of smell may allow them to detect subtle changes in the environment that are associated with paranormal activities. While the existence of ghosts and spirits remains a topic of debate, it is clear that dogs have a unique ability to sense things that are beyond human perception. Number 2. Detecting human diseases. Dogs have an incredible sense of smell that allows them to detect various human diseases. With proper training, dogs can identify the presence of certain cancers, such as lung, breast, and ovarian cancer, by sniffing samples of a person's breath, urine, or blood. They can also detect changes in blood sugar levels, which is particularly useful for individuals with diabetes. Dogs have been known to alert their owners when their blood sugar levels are too high or too low, preventing potentially life-threatening situations. In addition to cancer and diabetes, dogs have been trained to detect other conditions such as Parkinson's disease, malaria, and even COVID-19. The ability of dogs to detect these diseases is due to their powerful olfactory system, which allows them to identify specific volatile organic compounds that are produced by the body when certain diseases are present. While dogs cannot replace traditional medical tests, their keen sense of smell can provide valuable information that may lead to earlier detection and treatment of various health conditions. As research continues, it is likely that we will discover even more ways in which dogs can help us detect and manage human diseases. Number 3. Sensing the Earth's magnetic field. Dogs have a remarkable ability to sense the Earth's magnetic field, although they do not physically see it. This ability is believed to be linked to the presence of magnetite, a magnetic mineral, in their bodies. When dogs relieve themselves, they often align their bodies along the north-south axis of the Earth's magnetic field. This behavior has been observed in a variety of dog breeds and is more pronounced in certain situations, such as when the magnetic field is stable and the dog is in an open area. Some researchers suggest that this ability may help dogs navigate and find their way home, as they can use the magnetic field as a compass. While the exact mechanisms behind this ability are not fully understood, it is clear that dogs have a unique connection to the Earth's magnetic field that humans do not share. Number 4. Detecting pregnancy and hormonal changes. Dogs have an amazing ability to detect pregnancy in humans, often before the expectant mother even realizes she is pregnant. This is due to their keen sense of smell, which allows them to perceive the subtle hormonal changes that occur in a woman's body during pregnancy. As early as the first trimester, dogs may start to behave differently around pregnant women, such as becoming more protective or affectionate. They may also show increased interest in the woman's belly, as they can smell the hormonal changes associated with the growing fetus. In addition to pregnancy, dogs can also detect other hormonal changes in humans, such as those associated with menstrual cycles or menopause. This ability is not limited to female hormones, as dogs can also sense changes in male hormones, such as testosterone. While the exact hormones that dogs can detect are not fully known, it is clear that their sense of smell is highly attuned to the subtle chemical changes that occur in the human body. Number 5. Sensing natural disasters. Dogs have an uncanny ability to sense impending natural disasters, such as earthquakes, tsunamis, and storms. This ability is believed to be related to their keen senses of hearing and smell, as well as their sensitivity to changes in the Earth's vibrations. Before an earthquake strikes, dogs may become agitated, pace nervously, or seek shelter. They can sense the seismic waves that precede the main earthquake, which are too subtle for humans to feel. Similarly, before a tsunami hits, dogs may become anxious and try to move to higher ground, as they can sense the changes in air pressure and the Earth's vibrations that occur when a tsunami is approaching. Dogs can also sense changes in barometric pressure that occur before a storm, which may cause them to become restless or seek shelter. Some dogs have even been trained to assist in search and rescue operations after natural disasters, using their keen senses to locate survivors trapped under debris. While the exact mechanisms behind this ability are not fully understood, it is clear that dogs have a remarkable ability to sense and respond to natural disasters in ways that humans cannot. Number 6. Reading. Human emotions. Dogs are highly attuned to human emotions and can read our feelings with remarkable accuracy. They are able to pick up on subtle changes in our facial expressions, body language, and tone of voice, allowing them to understand when we are happy, sad, angry, or stressed. This ability is believed to have evolved over thousands of years of domestication, as dogs that were better at reading human emotions were more likely to receive care and attention. One of the ways that dogs read human emotions is through our scent. When we experience different emotions, our bodies release specific chemicals and hormones that dogs can detect with their keen sense of smell. For example, when we are stressed or anxious, we produce more of the hormone cortisol, which dogs can smell. They may respond by coming closer to us, offering comfort and support. Number 7. Detecting fear and bad intentions. Dogs have a remarkable ability to detect fear and bad intentions in humans, which has made them valuable allies in law enforcement and personal protection. This ability is rooted in their keen senses of smell and hearing, as well as their instinctive understanding of body language and social cues. When a person is experiencing fear, their body undergoes a range of physiological changes, such as increased heart rate and the release of adrenaline. Dogs can detect these changes through their sense of smell, allowing them to pick up on the subtle odors associated with fear. They may also be able to hear the changes in a person's heartbeat or breathing, which can further alert them to the presence of fear. Number 8. Anticipating their owner's return. One of the most remarkable abilities of dogs is their capacity to anticipate their owner's return, often long before the person arrives home. This ability is thought to be based on a combination of factors, including their keen sense of smell, their understanding of routine and time, and their deep emotional bond with their human companions. Dogs have an incredibly powerful sense of smell, which allows them to detect the unique scent of their owner from a great distance. As the owner approaches home, the dog may pick up on their scent carried by the wind or on the clothing of other family members who have been in contact with the owner during the day. Number 9. Sensing death and end-of-life changes. Dogs have an uncanny ability to sense when someone is approaching the end of their life. This ability is thought to be related to their keen sense of smell, which allows them to detect subtle changes in a person's body chemistry as they near death. Dogs may become more attentive and affectionate towards the person, often staying close by their side and providing comfort during their final moments. In some cases, dogs have been known to predict the death of their owner or a close family member, even when the person is not visibly ill. They may become more anxious or clingy, or even refuse to leave the person's side. Some dogs have been reported to howl or bark in a distinctive way when someone is about to pass away, leading to the belief that they can sense the presence of death. Number 10. Hearing beyond human capabilities. Dogs have an incredible sense of hearing that far surpasses human capabilities. They can hear sounds at frequencies and volumes that are simply undetectable to the human ear. This heightened sense of hearing is due to the unique structure of their ears, which allows them to pick up on a wider range of sounds and pinpoint the location of those sounds with incredible accuracy. Dogs can hear sounds at frequencies up to 45,000 Hz, compared to humans who can only hear up to about 20,000 Hz. This means that dogs can hear many high-pitched sounds that are completely inaudible to us, such as the ultrasonic calls of rodents and other small animals. They can also hear sounds at much greater distances than humans, allowing them to detect potential threats or prey from far away. Number 11. Seeing ultraviolet light. While dogs cannot see colors in the same way that humans can, they do have the ability to see ultraviolet, UV light. This is because their eyes contain a special type of receptor that is sensitive to UV wavelengths. As a result, dogs are able to see things that are invisible to the human eye, such as the urine trails left by other animals and the UV patterns on certain flowers and insects. The ability to see UV light is thought to be an adaptation that helps dogs to hunt and navigate in low-light conditions. By detecting the UV reflections from their prey or the environment around them, they are able to track and locate objects that would otherwise be hidden from view. This ability also allows them to see through certain types of camouflage that are designed to blend in with the visible light spectrum. Number 12. Enhanced night vision and stargazing. Dogs have much better night vision compared to humans, allowing them to navigate and perceive their surroundings in low-light conditions. This is due to several adaptations in their eyes, including a larger pupil that allows more light to enter, a higher concentration of light, sensitive rods in their retina, and a reflective layer behind the retina called the tapetum lucidum, which reflects light back through the retina, increasing light sensitivity. These adaptations enable dogs to see more effectively in dimly lit environments and detect movement in the dark. Additionally, dogs have a wider field of vision than humans, allowing them to take in more of their surroundings at once. Number 13. Detecting seismic activity. Dogs have a remarkable ability to detect seismic activity, such as earthquakes, before humans can feel them. This is because they are much more sensitive to the subtle vibrations that occur in the earth prior to a quake. Dogs may exhibit unusual behavior, such as barking excessively, pacing, whining, or seeking shelter when they sense an impending earthquake. This ability is thought to be related to their keen sense of hearing, which allows them to pick up on low-frequency sounds that are inaudible to humans. Dogs can hear sounds in the range of 67,000–45,000 Hz, while humans can only hear sounds between 64,000 to 23,000 Hz. This means that dogs can detect the low-frequency vibrations that occur in the ground before an earthquake strikes. Number 14. Sensing weather changes. Dogs have a keen ability to sense changes in the weather, often long before humans are aware of them. This is due to their highly sensitive noses, which can detect subtle changes in barometric pressure, humidity, and other environmental factors that are associated with changing weather patterns. For example, dogs may become restless or anxious before a thunderstorm as they can sense the changes in air pressure and the static electricity that builds up in the atmosphere. They may also seek shelter or become clingy when they sense an impending storm, as they instinctively know that it is safer to be indoors. Number 15. Detecting chemical changes in water. Dogs have an incredible sense of smell that allows them to detect even the slightest chemical changes in water. This ability is particularly useful for detecting contaminants or pollutants that may be harmful to their health or the health of other animals and humans. Dogs have up to 300 million olfactory receptors in their noses, compared to just 6 million in humans. This means that they can detect odors at concentrations up to 100,000 times lower than humans can. When it comes to water, dogs can smell the presence of chemicals, such as chlorine and other pollutants at very low levels. Number 16. Hearing high-frequency sounds. Dogs have an incredible sense of hearing that allows them to detect sounds at much higher frequencies than humans can. While humans can typically hear sounds up to about 20,000 Hz, dogs can hear sounds up to 45,000 Hz or higher. This means that they can hear many sounds that are completely inaudible to human ears. One common example of this is the use of ultrasonic dog whistles. These whistles emit sounds at frequencies above the range of human hearing, typically between 23,000 and 54,000 Hz. While humans cannot hear these sounds, dogs can hear them clearly and respond to them. Number 17, sensing infrared radiation and heat. Dogs have a remarkable ability to sense infrared radiation and heat, even from a distance. This is due to a special organ called the rhinarium, which is located at the tip of their nose. The rhinarium is rich in nerve endings and blood vessels, which makes it highly sensitive to changes in temperature. When a dog encounters an object or animal that is warmer than its surroundings, the rhinarium can detect the heat signature and help the dog to locate the source. Number 18. Detecting changes in electrical fields. Dogs have the incredible ability to detect changes in electrical fields, which may help explain some of their seemingly inexplicable behaviors. While the exact mechanisms behind this ability are not fully understood, it is thought that dogs may be able to sense the tiny electrical currents that are generated by muscle movements and other biological processes. This ability may be particularly useful during thunderstorms, as dogs may be able to sense the electrical charge in the air before the storm actually hits. This could explain why some dogs become anxious or seek shelter before a storm, even when there are no visible signs of the impending weather. Number 19. Sensing subtle changes in wind direction. Dogs have an incredibly keen sense of smell that allows them to detect even the slightest changes in wind direction. This ability is particularly useful for tracking and hunting, as it allows dogs to follow the scent of their prey even when the wind is shifting. When a dog is tracking a scent, it will often zigzag back and forth across the trail, following the scent particles as they are carried by the wind. By constantly adjusting its direction based on the changing wind currents, the dog can stay on the trail and eventually locate the source of the scent. Number 20. Exceptional memory for scents. Dogs have an extraordinary memory for scents that far surpasses that of humans. While humans primarily rely on sight to navigate their environment and remember important details, dogs rely heavily on their sense of smell to do the same. Studies have shown that dogs can remember scents for incredibly long periods of time, even years after they first encountered them. This is because the part of a dog's brain that is dedicated to processing scents is much larger and more developed than that of humans.